fall sports getting the green light here in Ohio. There are still some questions tonight. High school football could start back up pretty soon, Paula.
Just moments ago, Governor Mike DeWine's order covering sports was issued, and Local 12's James Pilcher has been looking over the lengthy document. He is live in the West End with what it says and information on football in Cincinnati Public Schools. James.
Thanks, Paula. Yeah, it just came over like 10 minutes ago. I've been scanning it, and basically some of the things they had talked about that were going to be possibly in here or not. They had talked about limiting the size of football teams. They did not do that. They did, however, limit the number of spectators at fall sports, inside or outside, to 300 or 15% of capacity, whichever is less. Everybody inside the building must wear masks, and if you're not on the field, you have to be socially distanced. Now, Cincinnati, Governor DeWine said he was going to do this yesterday. And today I reached out to Cincinnati Public Schools and asked them, are you going to play fall sports? And they said they've not changed their position, which is that they're not going to allow any games, only practices for the time being.
Okay, so James, and that goes against what we're hearing from other districts, am I correct?
That is correct. We reached out to dozens of districts today and yesterday and asked them what they were going to do. And most, if not all of them, said they were going to go ahead with their fall schedule. Like you said, this comes after DeWine said he was going to issue the order. The issue is ordered today. This order covers fall sports such as boys and girls soccer, girls field hockey, girls volleyball, and of course football. It could mean that games could start as soon as this weekend, and football games could start as soon as next Friday night.
Okay, so James, I want to be clear with CPS. They are saying, as far as football goes, they're just going to practice, no games.
As of right now, they're not saying no, but they are not saying yes yet. And if games start next week, they're going to be behind because these games are probably going to be conference games. 14 high schools in CPS all play for conferences. If they wait until the spring, all the other teams that are in their conferences are not going to be playing. They're going to have a very limited schedule if they play at all next spring. That goes for all the other sports as well. Now, this comes after Monday's board meeting where they didn't even discuss sports much at all. They did issue a statement saying we're going to try and work through this, but didn't sound very positive, even though there was a rally outside of players and their parents. Since, as we know, Cincinnati Public Schools is not scheduled to go back into the classroom in person until at least September 28th.
All right. Thanks, James. Well, you make a good point, too. Whatever is decided now or not decided now really affects the whole year because there's really not a catch-up later. Thanks, James. Well,